Hi, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and salam sejahtera to everyone. Today, our group want to present to you all about the impact of COVID-19 and post-pandemic to Malaysia economy. Our group choose sector Malaysia tourism transportation. This is our team member. In our group, we only have 5 members that participate in this presentation. This presentation will present by me, Nur Syafiqah Najwa binti Muhammad Jafri, and my team member, Akmal Rizal bin Azizan, Isma Daniel anak lelaki Enta, Muhammad Syahid bin Sanusi, and Nurul Ashikin binti Rizwan.
November 17, 2019, the first case of COVID-19 was discovered.
The biggest quarantine
one patient tested positive for coronavirus.
COVID-19 can be characterized as a pandemic.
Introduction. People have travelled for a variety of reasons. Many governments around the world got concerned about tourism industry. Tourism is now Malaysia's 50th largest industry. The industry remains one of the most important foreign exchange earners, contributing to the strengthening of the balance of payment service account. Transport industry in Malaysia. Malaysia transportation infrastructure was built during the British colonial period. Malaysia transportation is broad and up to date at the moment. The main type of transportation in Malaysia include road travel, railway, air transport and water transport. The transit system economy of a country has direct impact on trade and economic growth. Types of tourist transportation in Malaysia. First, airplane is the most popular mode of transportation in Malaysia. Every city in Malaysia, as well as a very largest island, has its airport. Next is train. The peninsula is the only place in Malaysia where one can travel by train. The night train offers the advantage of saving you a night in a hotel, which is particularly appealing to budget travel. Not only to avoid any traffic, but it is also quite inexpensive. Next is bus. Bus companies are operating on certain routes through Malaysia. Almost every major Malaysia city has at least one central bus terminal. It is Malaysia's cheapest and fastest mode of transportation. COVID-19 impact to transport tourism industry in Malaysia. First, the rising number of COVID-19 has resulted in the cancellation of several tours and decline in the number of tourists visiting Malaysia. Next, travel agents face a possible liability of rolling 500 million ringgit from customer demanding compensation. That COVID-19 caused anxiety in tourism, affecting their travel habit. People were more hesitant to travel for safety grounds. Theory and application. Our group chose Chapter 6, Production, Cost and Revenue Theory. Production is a process of transforming input to output. Cost. Payment made by firm to the factor of production used in producing the output of goods and service. Have two factors which are short run and long run for production and cost. Short run, a period in which there is a combination of at least one fixed input with one or more than one variable input. Long run, a time period that is sufficient in length to permit all input to be varied. How COVID-19 impact the tourism sector in Malaysia? Airline, a 16% decline in the airline globally and a 299 million decline in passenger number between 219 and 220. with airline reporting a loss of approximately $371 million in gross passenger operating revenue in 2020. Increased costs due to travel restriction for airline, including costs for disinfection and temperature control. Hotel. 71% of hotel won't make it another 6 months without further federal assistance, given current and projected travel demand. 77% will be forced to lay off more workers without further government assistance. Nearly half, 47% of respondents indicate they will be forced to close hotels. More than one-third of hotels will be facing bankrupt or be forced to sell by second quarter of 2021. How is it affecting the cost economy? Number 1, COVID-19 affect the economy of the whole world including Malaysia. Number 2, business in sectors such as business, tourism, hospitality and retail are the worst affected. Number 3, the hospitality sector in Malaysia faced loss of up to 70 million ringgit. Number 4, KWSP, PNB, KWAP, Khazanah suffered a loss of 56 billion ringgit. Relevant data. The first chart in this slide shows the number of passengers handled by the International Airport Malaysia from 216 to 220. As you all can see, there have been declining number of passengers using airway transportation in the year of 2020. This is because of movement control command and travel ban that is set throughout the whole country by the government to prevent people to cross the country to avoid the spread of coronavirus in the nation. The number of passengers that flew into the tourist place such as Penang, Langkawi and Kota Kinabalu drastically dropped in the year 220 from the past year. The next chart shows the number of passengers by type of rail transport service from 216 to 220. The major reason for the declining number is that in that period, most people be just working from home and stop using the railing transportation system for a while. This is the example of relevant data that I got from Google. This is the example newspaper that I got from Google. It's about COVID-19. Malaysia tourism industry hit with 45 billion ringgit in loss. The impact of improved transportation on tourism post-pandemic. Mobility transportation can boost the economic performance of a tourism site. The distance between a tourist point of origin and the target destination can be reduced. The accessibility of a tourist site can improve. Improving transport system will reduce trip, promotion, and distribution expenses, attracting more visitors.
Conclusion. Malaysia tourism is to focus on tourist business development to maximize the industry economy benefit. The impact of transportation on tourism and the economy assuming that better transportation infrastructure will attract more visitors to the area. More foreign tourists visit Malaysia, the tourism sector will develop and affect the Malaysia economy. Thank you for listening. That's all from our group.